Yes, welcome to another week of MELLACHE TV analysis Thursdays. On set, we have our faithful um, Andrew, Professor.
Yes, man.
Big up, Professor.
Man. Yeah, man. Greetings, man, to all viewers. Don't know. Another week.
Another week, another excited week of Domino. Whole heap in store for this week, Professor. Yes.
I come across.
Um, we have in store lineup. We have the Sansan League quarterfinals. We have um, the Western League, the mid-season, and also we're going to be dissecting the the Town League, the JDCA Double Six League, and predicting the winners. But first, we're going to the Western League. Professor, were you in the West on Sunday?
No, I wasn't. Unfortunately, boss.
Okay. The mid-season finals. You can't miss a finals like that, Professor, man. The mid-season.
Yes,
I
man.
mean,
And
which
keep
one of
your
the teams?
story up to date, no? What transpired on the day?
Yes. Yes, what transpired?
In the mid-season final, I know Liquor Force went up against. It was Unity.
Survival.
Survival, sorry. And then Strike Force against Archive.
Yes. So look like the force they were forced to
Was that
take
the
it
force?
on Sunday. It was a force day. Strike Force and Liquor Force.
More like a forceful day.
A forceful day.
Yes.
Yes. So what happened in the division one? Liquor Force
Um,
versus Survival.
I don't know the actual score for that. When C4 comes, probably he can give us a little update on the actual score. I don't know the actual score in that game, but he will
Okay.
definitely give us the actual scores. I'm thinking for that.
Okay,
So
but Little Force take it though.
yes, definitely they were the favorites and expected to, as favorites, most persons expect them to come out winners. But I think we can get somebody from the West, from one of these teams, to tell me the actual score. Because see the difference, because I wasn't keeping abreast of this actual score. I don't know about the winners. So if somebody just in the chat could just tell us about the actual scores.
Okay.
And
In the chat we have Bobby Six, the great Bobby Six, as usual. Yes, Bobby Six, big up yourself. And Frederick Mesado,
yes,
big up yourself, Frederick.
so
So
that's
Little Force, they won the division and one section, and Strike Force took the Premier League mid season, right?
yes, as expect, another, as we say, another favorite. So we just expected the two forces, as we said, the battle of the forces did came away winner. So the Liquor Force, Strike Force. So it's like
Force and
Force
Strike
one and
Force.
Force two. Force one, Force two.
I hope I force them force window, you know.
Yeah.
I wonder
Well,
what the result is like.
definitely the name. probably they will just live up to their name as a force. Yeah, man. So, but definitely, and as going forward, for the no resumption of the Western League as that we can report because there's a monetary break after the mid-season. We have learned, but definitely we can probably look at.
Maybe they resume the week after.
Yes, and probably that is something that there is a communique out, and in that communique it says that the further updates will be given to any further changes, if my memory serves me right. So that's um the actual statement said this as customary after the mid-season finals. There's a break, but this is what alarms me now. Further updates regarding the resumption will be posted in the group as soon as possible, and they regret any inconvenience this may cause. If there's a customary break after a mid-season final, obviously the resumption should be the following week. I don't know what further updates that could be. I don't know if there's any situation to report on regarding that, but it just seems like a strange for you to say that because it should have said normal the return legs, the return games will be resumed. Yeah, so that's where it should be. Other from any further updates will be given.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So that's it for the Western League. So the Western League. Yes, Frederick. It's the Western League we're talking about, Frederick. The Western League, not the JDCA League. We're talking
As
about the
yet.
Western League. Yes. So they said it's customary after the mid-season they always take a week break. Yes, but what Professor said, what alert him now is that um, they said further updates regarding the resumption will be posted in the group as soon as possible. Right. So I don't know what is happening there, but you will know further on next week on the program. Yes. So now we're moving on to the Sansan League that is heating up now. We're in the quarterfinals. Oh, the quarterfinals is finished, Professor.
Yes, all quarterfinal games have been completed. So it's at the semi-final stage. That that means 4 teams are remaining to complete the fixture to the finals. So one game is slated for Thursday and one is slated for Friday.
Okay, but before that, the player of the week for last week is the Queen herself, Queen Bean. She won the player of the week for last week, and we have her backstage. So we're going to add her to the stage.
And not only that, Melache, the fact
Yes,
that if she's the player of the week, she's also the first female
yes. The
to,
first female to get player of the week in the Sansan League.
and there are not many females playing in the league though. So there are like about 4 females, I think, probably the most, if my memory serves me right, who is a part of this competition. So that
Yes.
is
So
it's
you know that for a female to win the player of the week, you know, she must be throwing punches like a man. Yes, Queen Bean.
definitely
Welcome, Queen Bean. Oh, six females, Saniq said.
six.
Six
Nice.
females.
All right, that's what I'm going to say.
Yes.
Sandeep is the best person.
So Queen
Evening.
Bean, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Evening to everyone. Evening to
Yes,
everyone on the platform. It's a pleasure.
yes, Queen Bean. Pick up yourself, man.
Every time.
The Queen of the Pack.
If you say
First,
so.
first question I want to ask you, Queen Bean. What draw your interest into domino?
Well, actually, I used to play netball. And after having my son, I decided that, it was too hectic for me to be running up and down and, you know, age is creeping up on me. So I decided that I would find something more less what should I say? Less active to do.
Let's
Something
get
where I
active.
just use the brain. Yeah. So I didn't want to do so much activity, the running up and down. So that is when I was introduced to dominoes by a friend. So they would like come over the house and we just, knock two bones. And then I found out that it was really a interesting game. So, I just continued playing it. And then I played in a mental league in Portmore, me and my nephew. And that's where I started to be highlighted. Um, my first open code club that I played for was Passage Fort. They saw us in the mental league, and that's when they recruited us. And from there, here I am today.
Okay, okay, great. Who taught you domino though?
I taught myself, like I said, a friend introduced me to dominoes, and we just start to hang out. They coming by my house, me going by their house, and that's how I learned the game.
Oh yeah? That's
Yes,
great, man. That's great. And to be at the level now, you're supposed to be on the national females team also, right?
yes, I am.
Okay, that's a great accomplishment, man.
I would
Um,
want to believe so. I'm proud of me.
yes, I have others are
It's
proud of you also.
yes, because if somebody had told me this maybe 10 years prior to now, I would say no, I don't believe so. I didn't know if I would go even this far playing the game, because at first I was just playing it, for fun. I didn't know that I would be, in leagues competing against some of the greatest domino players ever. And one of my idols, Sundance Kid, I love to watch that man play.
Okay, because I was just going to ask you who inspired you to play domino.
Well, not just one person, because there are many other persons that I really that inspire me. I really love to watch those persons watch, and yeah, there are some young players that coming up that I really like to watch them play. Very exciting. I like exciting people, even
Okay.
though I am not an exciting player. I'll
Yeah,
be winning all day. You don't
I
really
was
know.
just going to ask you that question. Are you an excited player yourself?
No, but I'm working on that.
Okay, you're not as excited as Bobby Six.
No,
Our professor that call him Bobby Four.
no,
You
but I'm working on that.
Yeah, see my big up here, Bobby Six big up here. Big up Queen B, best female player right now.
Every time, my boss, pick up yourself too.
The,
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, I
but
like to watch him play, man. Exciting
oh,
youths then.
yeah, man, is very energetic. You play any other else? You have any else hobby different from domino now? Like we say, you should play netball first. Or just domino you play now straight.
Just domino. From time to time, I'll read a book if the book is interesting. The title have to be interesting first and foremost, and then, that will grab my attention to want to read. But that's
Is
just
domino your
basically
favorite sport now,
my
Queen?
say again?
Is domino your favorite sport now?
No, yes, it is.
Okay. But different
And
from yes, go ahead.
sorry, and to add to that, I wish I really get the time, to really practice more, because I think I would be a force to reckon with. I don't really get the time to play much dominoes. Most of the time when you see me competing, that's the only time I'll be playing dominoes. I don't play domino on a regular basis.
Oh, so you
That,
don't train or practice or anything like
No,
that?
no, I don't.
not as usual. But I think based on what I've seen in the early stages of playing the game, she has done a lot in terms of done a lot of practice, I believe. So probably this is the fruit. She's just bearing her fruit of the effort she put out in the initial stages.
So it's just pure natural talent, Queen?
I would want to think so, because to me, domino is similar to math. And the more you practice, the better you become. And I believe that if I am practicing more, then, Queen Dean would really be a force to reckon with. She can take on any player, male or female.
Okay. Describe your major highlights or achievements in domino.
Uh, well, so far, there's not much apart from I was a runner-up in Sanson Cross the Table League last season. Um, there's not much. I'm basically new to the sports, just getting the highlights that I think I am truly deserving of. But there's not much that I have accomplished since started playing dominoes.
What
Okay.
about other females now? Your you have mentioned Sundance as you're a player that you admire. Just name one male. What about other females that you see that you think are also a good example you see so far as players as player are players.
There are quite a few, especially for those who have been around for quite some time. That really inspires me as female. And I can name a few: Natalie from Waterford, Olive. There's another Natalie. I think she's from Fletcher's Land.
Yes.
Those are some great players. Yeah, man. Yeah,
So
good female players, and I really emulate these ladies. They are very strong women. And they make the game fun. Good examples,
this is a
especially Ollie.
yes. This is a question that I ask probably most of the persons on this program because it's also good. It's like I'm collecting data regarding it. What is the best format for you? The mental, the code, and the cross the
That
table.
one is easy. That one is very easy.
Go ahead,
Across the table.
because now you have the ability to play for yourself. Is that it?
Yeah, that one is very, very easy. And it is less boring. And that's my opinion. It's less
Yes, man.
boring. I'm easily bored, and that is why sometimes I don't really put out the effort, even if I could, to really turn up on a match day when I'm playing open code, because I think it's long and drawn out and just boring. When I'm playing individual game like the cross the table, yes, it's more exciting, it's more fun for me.
Okay. Um,
How many domino clubs have you played for?
Let me see. I have played My first club, Passage Fort. Well, no. Well, I play in the mental league for a little club that, they just started out. So they were like fairly young players like myself. Rising Sun, that's the first
Yeah,
club
Rising
in
Sun.
Italy. Yes. And then I played for Passage Fort,
Garvey Mead.
Brayton. No, I have never played for Garvey Mead. I've never played for Garvey Mead.
Yeah, good.
I
Well,
think that is my spouse you're mixing it up with. Not
no
me.
man,
I've
no
never,
man. I was just throwing out a name out there. I know. I was just.
okay, no. So Brayton, Rising Sun, Passage 4, yeah. And who? Oh, Archive over there in Montego Bay.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
like to move around,
Yeah, man.
I can't take moving from clubs to clubs each season. I'm not the up and down person.
Okay. What you mentioned that the cross the table, as you mentioned, as a personality trait, you're easily bored. However, what is it that you see would be to make the game excited for the longer version of the game, which is the code? What do you think it probably needed from your perspective to make it more
I,
exciting?
I think it's the amount of games that should be played for the entire match. I think it is too much. I think it is way too much because it's hard to go to match from 11 o'clock, 11:30 in the morning, and sometime after 9, 10, match still don't finish as yet. I think that is way too long.
Uh, for me, I'm just going to make an input. Is I think the games can finish within a certain time. And this I always use the with is this day and age now where there are things that persons are looking to move a bit quicker, and so in sports that has also take the shape of persons in like in cricket, for argument's sake. There's a 2020 version of the game, which is probably you could regard it as the cross the table, and you have the mental aspect, which is like the one days, and the what should I say, the code now as a test match. So the length of time for those will differ. So if you probably prefer to compete, find it boring for the longer term, probably the CrossFit would be very good for you. But go back to the code format. I believe that there are ways we still can adhere to, or no, our rules that we can adhere to ensure that the game is played in a much quicker manner. Because if this game starts at 11:30, for most parts, you mentioned 11 starting at
So
11.
so the rules will have to be enforced by the
Exactly.
referees.
Or the administrators would have to come from administrators, because that would probably be where it should come from.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And I think the break sometimes it is too long and drawn out, as if we come for a party or something.
Okay. All
What is
right.
your biggest goal in Domino, Queen?
My biggest goal is to be the number one female player in the entire world.
Oh, in the
Here
entire
and
world.
yes, because I plan to
Okay.
compete overseas. Hopefully next year I'll be playing in the league in America. So I'll be signing to a team. Actually, I think 2 years ago I had registered for high voltage, but unfortunately I didn't get to represent at all.
Okay. But when you say number one female in the world, though, in which format? Mental or
Ah,
just or overall?
well, I played both, so it's overall.
Overall.
I
Okay.
played both format, open code and cross it.
It, as a
Okay, great.
female player, want to be the number one player in the world, who you think would, as we speak, will give you the biggest rivalry regarding
Oh,
that feat?
wow, what a question. That is hard, you know. That is hard.
You can name a few. I don't want to probably
You,
single out any.
you're putting me on the spot because
Yeah,
if
on
I
the
start
spot.
if I start to name, I guess tomorrow because a whole heap of female player we really a play good domino, you know. I play real
Yeah.
good dominoes, you know, and I think they should be highlighted. And as you said, I can name a few. You have Platinum playing very well, Natalie playing very well, Olive playing very well, and she has been around for quite some time.
And still
Um,
And
playing
yeah,
good domino.
and
you could,
still playing good dominoes.
you could name a
Um,
few. You could name a few persons from the West, you know, because probably
oh
because you're on
yes,
this
I
team a
was
bit
I
more.
was getting there. I was
Okay.
getting there. You have the young sensation, Fluffy and Basha. Two very good female players. Yes, you have Lady K. You have San San. Or could I forget my sister? Very good female players.
My just put in it because of your sister, you know.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Okay,
No,
okay.
to be honest with you, she's a very good player.
I mean,
Very good player.
everybody
I've
have been
watched
San
her
San now,
play.
man. We don't know what true it is. We everybody have
I,
been
I
San
have
San.
watched her play. We play together as a team. So I know she can truly play.
Okay. Who is the number one player in Jamaica now? Female player.
Seriously? Queen Dean, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Where you aware of that, Professor?
I know she's a very good player, and to be honest with you, I don't know. It's very hard to rank the players, especially the female side of things. So if she says she's the number one, she is.
I wonder if that's a matter of opinion or it is facts.
No
Queen,
man, she's playing well because
because
prior
I
to
know
this,
Platinum can play, you know.
no
Platinum a
man,
man
prior
who
to
can play, you
this,
know. Yes.
no man, no man. She say what she's saying, you know, in her being, and as I said, she's been over the past year. She's very consistent. I've been seeing
Oh,
she's
okay.
very consistent. Probably one of the most consistent players I've observed for the past year, and that is something. And so many times you can be no ranked number one based on form, you know. So that is probably
Yes.
can take in consideration. So I
Okay.
probably be the number one player right now, but I don't know what I
No,
don't know
no,
what
no,
can go on.
no, make the name fool you, Professor. Professor, no make the name fool you. No make the
Yeah,
name
man.
Professor fool you.
Yeah.
Oh
I
boy.
can I am a number one player right now, but based on current form, I don't know what can happen for tomorrow and so forth. You know?
World Boss, but glad World Boss is on the program, you know. Big up yourself, World Boss. You hear that,
Sorry,
World
how
Boss?
could I forget Trudy and Z? You know that Z is a very good player
Yes,
because she
man.
don't play much
Yes.
domino, but she can play. She know
But
the
I
game
don't
quite well.
but Dean, hear this. I don't know why Melache don't mention that, you know, because in feelings of of
Z,
Z. Yes, so it's strange that him don't mention that.
She's a man eater.
Yes. You feel her hands, you know. Me know that, man.
Yeah.
But me don't
Yeah.
know you don't mention that.
how could
All
you
right.
forget?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. We forget that,
Yeah,
man.
because I say who feels it knows it. So it's surprise.
But
All
but
tall
but
boss.
but
Yourself,
but but
tall boss.
actually, it was a joke though when I said I'm the number one player. I really don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
how the ranking system works, and
Okay.
I think
They
highly
have one in
about
Jamaica
me,
now?
and therefore, yes, I'm going to rank myself because that's what
Yeah,
is
man.
happening in the domino world these days.
And
People are
that is why
ranking themselves 1, 2, 3, and 4. Why can't I rank myself too?
yes, that's why I said based on the fact that if you say you're a number one player, you can be because for the past couple of years, past year to be exact, I've seen where you have been playing very well. Even when there's a situation where I have stand and see where even when you're playing with your partner, you are the one probably initiating a lot of the shots. So I know you really doing very well in the department, and on your own you are also playing very consistent, and it has proven even last year in this cross the table league, where you did yourself a good amount of justice. So it's no fluke. Be play in the situation you find yourself in, and regard yourself. Others may say the same thing that you just said.
Well,
All right.
thank you.
Yes, man.
Picking up a few as just Avis mostly first time. Big up Avis. Western Kingston. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Western Kingston. Sean Duane, Professor Sean Duane, say big up yourself.
Yes, man. Yes, man.
DG Gaming. Yeah, man. Big up. Juby 14 at the house. Juby, I hear you again.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Juby. Every time, man.
See the on the screen now.
Oh my God. Why you gonna make the young man run off the show now, Professor?
Yeah, man.
You need to behave.
Yeah, man.
All right, Queen, question, Dean. Is the female team active? If there's an active female team?
Oh yes. Actually, the female team should have go overseas. When last weekend? Yes, last weekend. Unfortunately, that trip had to be cancelled because of the weather. But
Okay.
hopefully, if everything works out, some of the ladies will be traveling to Cayman, sometimes next month, I think, or before the month ends. Yes, to
Okay.
play
Play against what? Another
a little
female
game
team or
over
what?
there. No man, the same national team, but not everybody will be able to make it because I won't be able to make that trip.
Okay.
Right. And there's another one coming up. I don't want to speak much about that. That one, it should be sometime next year. So I don't want to speak much about that one until everything is finalized.
All right.
Yep.
My final question. What you have to say to the females out there who is watching you now and are interested in the game? What you have to say to them?
Well, sky's the limit. You just have to be disciplined, discipline in whatever you do, and just work hard. Whatever you plan to accomplish, whether in domino or otherwise, you just have to work hard at it. And yes, you're gonna have naysayers, but believe in yourself, and the rest is history.
Okay. All right. Thanks for that, Queen Dean. Professor, your last question.
No worries. You've been involved with the game for some time now, for the past decade. What you believe that the domino needs now to take off and make it probably an Olympic sport? What is it that you think some of the things you think most important in there?
Or most importantly, I think discipline. I think we lack discipline. Discipline in so much different ways in terms of time management, how we carry ourselves, um, languages, even um, during the game, so just discipline right across the board. And if we can work on that, then yes, we get I think we'll be able to attract sponsors.
Yes, which is important.
Correct.
All right. And before you go, I think I see somebody mark Sunny 1990. I don't know if the time when she was born, but she said, "Do be afraid of being like puss." So you know, so that's why we tell him say, "Do you know the amount of beating you laugh?"
Well, now run the young man off of the program now.
Yeah, and missing in action and all too.
Really? You see?
Yeah,
You cause that to the professor.
yeah, no man. I your friend Sansan man.
You cause that. I don't know why this young man keep running from me.
Yes.
I saw me ugly.
No man, that man.
Really no Queen. Queen at the pack.
I didn't know
Remember,
that
you're
beat
the
the
Queen
boss.
at the pack, you know.
What
Oh,
good
I
I know
must.
a lot of person out there cannot guess your age, you know, Queen. A lot of
Oh my.
person.
Oh my God, Melachi, why you going there?
Queen in the park.
I shouldn't tell you my secret, you know.
All right, Queen D, thanks, sir, for being here with us.
Yes, it's a pleasure. Before I go, let me just big up another person or two, no?
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
go
If
ahead.
times allow me.
Oh,
Okay,
yes, man.
so I must big up God. I should have done that the moment I stepped in. Yeah, man, big up God every time. He's the center of my life. Without him, nothing is possible. And I'm grateful that I am here another day. Yeah, man, I must also big up Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda, thank you. Thank you for creating a platform wherein, a lot of ladies can be highlighted. Um, yeah, man, big up my hobby, big up my children, and just big up MELLACHE TV. Keep watching, keep tuning in, and remember to subscribe. Big up yourself, Professor. Big up to everyone who is on the program,
Miami make your
and
sister vex
just
today,
big
you
up.
know. Miami make your sister vex today.
And big up my sister, me love you loads. Big up the female national team. You guys just keep working hard, keep playing good dominoes. And as I see a female send a text in our group today that shortly the females will be taking over. So look out, gentlemen. We're
All right.
coming.
In our Jacks.
You soon know. Remember you feel Z and
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Professor, man, what you talking about, the professor?
No, man. No, we don't have evidence is there, no, man. You can patent when you have no evidence. We can. See, Dean, I'm going to send some of the things them to you. Yeah,
yes, please do, please
yeah,
do.
man.
Because me
Yeah,
like evidence.
yeah.
Yes, but I want to know, big up your sister Sunny and her league.
Yeah man, oh
The Sun
how
League.
could I not? Yes, but may I tell you, Sonic, me love your league, sissy. May I tell you, trust me, man. Why you're a real hard working woman. Honestly, the league here, may I tell you, man, it make me and make other person like even Joe 14 boss. Yeah, man. You put you on the map, man. Big up yourself, sister. You're doing a wonderful job. You understand me? Here you say you're tired and you might take a break. But
Yes.
hopefully next year may get some time when we can help you so you can just
You can
relax.
better.
But just keep doing what you're doing, sister. You're doing a wonderful job. And I'm proud of you.
All right. All right, Sonic. So you're not about to hunt me now, Sonic. You're not about to hunt me. All right, Queen of the Pop, pick up yourself. Thanks for
Yeah, man,
being here.
every time.
I hope you, and I like your aspiration, you know. The best female players in the world, female player.
Of
Yeah, man.
course.
I hope you're there.
Based on current form.
You see?
Yes.
There you
And
go.
I remember, don't forget MELLACHE TV when you reach.
No, say you're crazy, man. We don't forget where we're coming from, man. We are
All right,
real people.
All
for
right.
real.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure. Pick up
Yeah, man.
yourself every time, Melachi,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Professor.
man.
man.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
Yeah,
man.
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 And we can't get a drink out of the player of the week money there.
Oh boy. Yeah, man. Anytime you reach, man, you just take a drink. Just
All
go over to the bar and just tell them, say, it's on deal.
Yeah, man.
right.
Make make
You
sure
hear that,
you hear
Sadiq?
that, you know.
I hope Sadiq
Oh,
hear that, you know.
so near
Sadiq,
that
you heard that?
the quart you can't say nothing.
Out of little money you want a quart in never say you take a water. Jesus, you're
Eh,
fresh
No,
up with little money.
no, man. That's why I said me was a girl and a quart. Me say yes, I miss a quart.
Oh boy. Oh, and I must big up Sir P too, Come here, tell us
yeah,
Sir P do a wonderful little thing for me, where help make people know of Dean. You understand? I compete
yes,
in one of him look across the table competition
Yes.
where I may beat up one little skipper real bad and collect a little
yeah.
cash prize. Yeah man. Big
Yeah,
up
man. Oh,
yourself,
Ah,
yes,
Sir
man.
P.
big up
You're
Sir
doing a lot
Rupert
for Domino.
Price.
Big up yourself,
Yeah,
Sir
man.
Price. You're doing a lot for Domino.
Yeah,
Keep doing what you're
yes.
doing, sir. Big up,
All
big up.
right.
All right, Queen. Big up
All
yourself.
right.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself too.
Yeah, man. All right, my viewers. That was Queen D, the Queen of the Pack herself, nurse herself, man. Big up yourself. She she won the player of the week for last week in the Sansan League. The only female to win that. The player of the week. Yes, so that's a big achievement, a great achievement. Again, so many male players. Yes, and a male dominant sport. Yes, Professor.
Yes, man.
Yeah. Like you want to do the little play of the week money, Professor man. You want a quart.
No, but you know, sir, Galan, you know, your quarters, quarter is a quarter, you know. You know, I never say half gallon, you know. I say a quarter.
Yes.
Remember, you know, 4 quarts make a gallon. If me take a quart, you know, 3 quarters left, man. Yeah?
All right. Big up yourself, Danet Ebert. Big up yourself. Welcome. Yeah, Devon Brown. Big up yourself.
Yes.
Um, please remember to click like on the videos, on the video, my viewers. If you don't subscribe as yet, please to subscribe. So you don't have to wait on me to send a link for you to click to watch my live. Because once you subscribe and once we go live, it will just automatically come up on your phone. Yes. So that's the player of the week.
We now move to the quarterfinal stage.
Yes, the quarterfinals. Last night, 85 strikers played last night, Professor.
No, look at the first Monday. First quarterfinal play on Monday.
Yes, go ahead.
Was between Stretch Assassins against Caribbean Best. That's it. And then it was our target against
Buccaneers.
No, not Buccaneers.
Who was it?
I'm just not calling here now. Our target. Our Caribbean Best. I remember serving right here, you know, and not thing there. That was second. Sonic, help us out here. Because my brain now would
Yes,
know.
but who came out victorious though? Artag versus Clarendon, yes.
Yep, Clarendon, yes.
Artag versus Clarendon. Thanks a lot, Sonic. Yes, but Artag demolished Clarendon, man. Clarendon strikers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Strikers are upsetters. Clarendon upsetters, right?
Yes, yes, that is it. But it was like a one-sided affair.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that encounter. The other game was also a bit of a competition, but it eventually Stretch Assassin did themselves justice. And last night was Buccaneers and Storm them. Not much of a contest in the latter part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Buccaneers probably played the best game of the season.
The semi-final starts tomorrow, right?
Yes.
So we have Artag versus Stretch Assassin.
Yes.
Yes.
You see that one? You see that one with that way? You see that one?
Yeah, man. The fixtures was sent out.
No, man. You see? Who you caring for that one? Who you caring for that one?
Why? It's hard, you know. Our target is very hard, but Stretch Assassin is really stretching. These assassins, they're really they're assassinating, you know.
You can't stretch, but to how far?
Yeah, but remember them stretch and they have a lot of assassins on it too.
All right, that is a different thing, you know.
Yes, but I think in order for Stretch Assassin to win though, I think Stretch has to be there. In order for Stretch Assassin to win. Because Stretch is a motivator for the team, you know.
But not only that, they have been doing well without Stretch physical presence, but I think his presence otherwise has also helped him because he has been on online during when these games are played. So
all right, and
it's
tomorrow
going to
on
support.
Friday we have
Eagles versus Buccaneers.
Eagles versus Buccaneers. Yes. And the Buccaneers are what? Most of the Waterhouse players, right? So Eagles have to soar very high tomorrow, you know, Professor. On Friday.
It's not tomorrow, Friday.
On Friday, I'm
Yeah,
going to soar very high. Because those Buccaneers, you know, those Pirates are coming, you know.
No, but it's easy, you know, if you understand about the bird family and so forth, you know.
Yes.
There are not many birds that can fly with the eagles, you know. And the eagles usually, they are birds who are very what should I say, more fiery than the eagles. But if the eagles carry them a bit higher in the sky, they won't be able to do any damage. So all the eagles have to do is just to carry them soar a bit higher. Simple.
Okay.
And they won't be a threat.
Okay. All right. That's it for the Sansan League. And we have backstage right now. Kevin from One Blood. Yes. So that's the a USA. That's a USA team that is touring Jamaica. So we have Kevin on stage. Welcome, Kevin. Mr. Kevin. Yes. Kevin, Mr. Kevin.
I'm on this screen now.
Yes, you're hearing us? Yes.
System here. No, I think it could be here.
Kevin from One Blood Domino Club. Kevin. Don't know what is happening right here now.
Seems like you have some technical issues, I think.
Yes. Kevin. Yes, your mic is muted. Your mic is muted. Kevin? All right, this is Kevin from One Blood Domino Club from the USA. The USA has a team presently in Jamaica. I think it's a mental league team. It's a mental team. And they're supposed to be touring Jamaica for the rest of this week. We have here a flyer where they're supposed to be visiting. All right, he's off. Maybe it's a connection problem.
But they will be here to on visits to numerous places, and they will be having some games, and I think that's in the mental aspect of the sport. For they will be also, one of the significant thing with this team now is the fact that they will be using this thing to meet the Minister of Sports, Honorable Babsy Grange. You know, sometime that's tomorrow, if my mind. Yeah, man, it's confirmed. It's for tomorrow, and they will be having a series of games leading up to the the 22nd. That's on Saturday. So probably when he comes on, we can get a few updates from him. One dead is a team that was, I think, part of the Domino League in the New York area earlier this year. I think they made it made quite an impact. But I think this is it's not the same team, but I think it's an offspring of that team that participated in the league. But Kevin probably could tell us more when he gets on. I think he has some difficulty getting through and so forth. MELLACHE, you have anything for us regarding, I see you put up a schedule regarding some itinerary of the US versus Jamaica. But yeah.
Yes, Kevin is trying to connect back. I just let him on stage. So maybe it's a connection problem.
All right. Here what we can do is, if it's difficulty, we just want to don't have much holding up for the viewers. We probably just go into the.
But in the meantime, yes, in the meantime, we can have a look at the schedule, what they have lined up for this week. Yes, so the USA team tour Jamaica 2024. So Wednesday, July the 24th, they will be Central United and Mechanical combined at Old Harbor. So they will be playing. So they will be playing Central. That's right, Professor.
Yeah,
They will
mechanical combined.
Combined at Old Harbor. On Thursday, July the 25th, they will be at Portland. Venue to be announced. Yes, and then on Saturday, July the 27th, Angel Light of the World. So that is what Angel Light. I think this thing's supposed to be an Angel Light match, right, Professor?
Yes, man. But CMUS aggregation. And there will be a fun day on the Sunday.
And then a fun day this Sunday. Rocky Point at Clarendon.
And then on the Monday, the Spicy Monday will be here locally now.
Yes, at Spicy K.
Yes. Usually seen overseas is now here locally.
Yes. And then on July the 30th, we have USA versus Jamaica at Links United Portmore.
Yes. And then the 31st, a day after.
Big match, that's in Professor.
Yeah, man. We just wait until the thing that is published will not go as is to see what sort of USA team turns out, because they might not have
the USA versus Jamaica already, you know. When they were here the last time.
No, this probably different. My thing with the USA team is that they will probably using local players, and I think some of the time have a little chitty, you know, you can't be called a USA team. So that needs to be looked at. And on the 31st now it will be USA against Masterpiece. And then
the
final one is in Montego Bay, the USA versus Strikers. That will
Montego Bay.
Yeah.
That's another big match there, you know.
Yeah, man. So let's look at let's move on now. If you have anything else, MELLACHE, to the.
I don't know what's happening. He's still trying to connect. I don't know what is happening. He's still trying to connect. But Illusion at the house. Big up Illusion.
Back.
All right. While he's trying to connect, we're going to move on. And we're moving on to the JDCA Double Six Championship. All right. So, Professor, let us have a look at the standings so far now, Professor. So I'm going to share.
That's the first thing you want to look at, or you want to look at the results?
Huh? The standings. So, all right, let us look at the results first. Right?
Yes, I believe that. Yes.
Yes, let us have a look at the result first. So I'm still going to share my. Wait. Hold on. Let's see. Kevin. He's on, but still not hearing him.
He's not. The mic is also muted.
Yeah, Kevin, if you're hearing us, your mic is muted. All right. We're still not getting anything. I don't know what is happening there. Kevin? All right. In the meantime, let us have a look at the results for Sunday. All right. So the first match, we have Mystic, 235. Land Raiders, 250. Professor, was that expected? Land Raiders, a new side from Fritchers Land to beat Mystic?
My point here, MELLACHE.
Yes.
If it's difficult to carry, you might carry Mystic based on the fact they are a team that is involved in this competition.
Yes, experience.
For a few years now.
Yes.
However, Land Raiders, the name might be a new name, but the personnel, yes,
the
probably the same players. Yes, but are seasoned players. So I would have to see the makeup of a team to really know if that victory by them was something of an upset. But I was just based on, I didn't know the makeup of the Land Raiders team and also the Mystic team, but I was just trying to carry Mystic in this game based on the fact that they are a seasoned campaigners. So that's it. But I don't know if it's an upset, I would say, because sometimes you would have, in analyzing these encounters, you'd have to come down to the caliber of players.
Okay. All right, next we have on the chart, we have Woodford versus Blades Strikers. So this is two. Woodford is down 2 now, Professor.
And Blades are doing well. For the Blades team, for most part, I can say they are the same sort of players put together every time this team is gathered. So it's a very good team. They are quite a competent members of the team. So there's no surprise. I did expect if Woodford, I said in this encounter, if Woodford played with the same players I've seen against Bombers, Blades would have a better opportunity of coming out winners.
All right. I think Kevin?
Yes, Kevin is here.
Okay. All right. I'm going to stop sharing this for a while. Yes. Kevin, so welcome to MELLACHE TV. Kevin from One Blood Domino Club. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, man. I'm happy to be in the country. So excited to be here.
Okay, great. Can you tell us a little bit about the tour in Jamaica?
Okay, so the purpose of the tour when I connected with Neil, so this is our second year we have in our tournament at the Meadowlands Stadium, and that's in New Jersey. So One Blood is located in New Jersey, US. So this again, second year we have in our tournament in New Jersey, which is slated for between June 28th and 30th. And Neil connected with me, expressing interest in having a couple of teams from the Business House League, participate in the tournament. So I said, oh wow, would like to, because we know the format, because what we're trying to promote as One Blood Domino Club is mental dominoes, right? Because a lot of our players, I can admit, said it doesn't exist again. So we as leaders, we have to demonstrate that, we need to push it from the top down. So when I spoke to Neil, I said, let's organize a tour. Let's come to Jamaica and just demonstrate mental dominoes as a team and show that it can work. And it's the right way to play the game versus, what we're used to growing up in Jamaica. We're used to the pinching and the touching and the hints and all that. And I think it's affecting the game, right? And even for us trying to impact the growth and the education of dominoes in the youth, I think it's not the right way to teach youths. We need to teach youths the right way of learning any games, especially dominoes, is just doing it the right way. So the purpose of the tour is to introduce our team to the different business house teams. I know we have a match with NCB, Coventry Insurance. There's a rally with Bahamas and a couple other teams, and just to demonstrate that it exists. We can play mental dominoes because that's what One Blood is about. We're just professionals in different different stages of our career, age group, with very diverse team, and we just want to have fun playing mental dominoes. What's dynamic about One Blood Domino Club, we also have an open code team. So there's an opportunity to play open code. So it's either you play mental dominoes or you play open code. We're not tolerating any gray areas, right? So we're creating a platform, or we've built a platform where the players can decide, I just want to play open code. I don't want to play the mental. Or you have players that play both, and then you have players that just play mental. So the purpose of the tour is to promote our tournament at the Meadowlands, and also more importantly, which is the bigger task, is to prove that mental domino exists. It still exists. We're going to continue pushing it. We're here to prove that it can work, and we're here to beat up NCB and Bombers and all the teams. We're not going to lose one game.
Okay, I heard you, Kevin. I heard you.
Yeah.
Question though, what role do you play in the One Blood Domino Club?
So I'm the president of One Blood Domino Club, president and founder, and actually my vice president, Patrick Reed, is traveling with me.
Good to be here, man.
Okay. Yeah, man. Big up, Patrick. Yeah. Big up.
We have a player in the back here is from Antigua, just to demonstrate how diverse we are. He's attracted to the mental game. So just introducing a few of the folks here. So yes, I'm the president, founder of One Blood Domino Club, which is 2 years old. 2 years.
Oh, 2 years old. Okay. How big or how large is the club?
Members we're approaching 80 members.
80
across New Jersey, and we have a few players New York. We're expanding. If I add the open code players, it could be close to 100 members.
Oh,
a huge club
Okay,
across the US.
so what you're saying, tell us now that the team One Blood that participated in just recently concluded New York League is affiliated to this present club. No, Kevin.
100%. Same club. Same club.
Okay.
We came third. Yes, we came third. We should have won. I think I wasn't there. I went to Israel. I was so upset. I told the team, please bring it home so I can come back and participate in the finals. But I was disappointed when I came back. But yes, we came third. But we did represent ourselves well in terms of the discipline, right? The commitment, and just demonstrating just the principles and the respect for the game. You probably heard about One Blood and how we represent Domino as a team in the New York League. We made a difference.
Yes, man, I realize.
okay. I heard that you're trying to set up a club, a One Blood Domino club also in Jamaica. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, because we have two dominant players. Actually, that's where I'm driving to now to meet up with them that actually live in Negril. So we are saying, them, and they spend a lot of time in Jamaica, but they're back and forth between New Jersey, Jamaica. So we're considering to build a team around them so that we have a team in Jamaica. Because what we're thinking to do is have tournaments in Jamaica, maybe twice, 2 tournaments per year, one in Kingston and one on the North Coast, between Montego Bay and Negril, not sure yet. So yes, we're gonna build out a team in Jamaica.
You did mention, Kevin, getting in the game of the mental aspect of the game is we are losing that.
Yes,
What's the reason why you would come to that conclusion?
it's a little bit of my background is when I started playing active domino, and the reason why what we do, as Jamaicans, we were very competitive, right? But if there's no prize, then the competitiveness we don't rise to that occasion, right? So I used to start playing for beer, and I used to start paying for cash, right? So when you raise the bar or raise the price, then what that does, the pinching trickles in because you don't want to lose. You get what I'm saying? So the integrity, the principles, and certain things that I grew up with my dad teaching me the game, I lost that because I wanted to win that case of beer. I wanted to win that $5,000 or $10,000 in cash. So I started the cheating, right? Just to use a general term. And then it get into, a little aggression and, the camaraderie, the friendship, the love, the fun, it went away. There was a little bitterness in it, playing it, and then I say, you know what? Let me just get out of this nonsense and just start playing some mental dominoes, just like my dad. Because if my dad is sitting with you playing dominoes, as soon as you say how much you have, he gets up from the table because he doesn't want to play any game that you're instigating or hinting on anything. So that's one of the reasons why I said is because I was a part of it. I was a part of playing the game where I touch my eye, I touch my ears, I touch my you know the whole. We know it all because we do it all, right? And I don't want to be a part of that again.
What is it in terms of the best way for using to because one of the things about the game is like we have, based on what is currently going on, we have 3 formats. So we have the across the table, the mental, and the code. Now, how would you separate? I mean, mental is much more difficult to maintain its discipline based on the fact that some of the things that you mentioned earlier regarding the cheating, persons don't want to lose, so that comes in. how would be the best way going forward to maintain that mental aspect of the game without persons cheating, really?
So it's human development, right? It's individuals. As a lot of folks said, Kevin, you're on a part that it's impossible. It's I want to impact lives and I want to change mindset. Meaning it has to start from the individual. So just as how I change, I want to change other players, the mindset, and we're doing that. We're doing that from the leadership down. Our own captain. When I started playing dominoes with him, we have a special code that we do, and I just tell him stop. I said let's just play mental, and then now we're encouraging other players to, no hinting, because again it starts from the individual. It's human development. It's very challenging. Not saying it's an easy task, but it takes one individual to change the other, and then the other, and then it creates that rippling effect. So that's the strategy. And again, as you can, when you will see the 10 to 12 players that have traveled here, it's going to be 100% mental, because that's what we're going to echo. We're echoing it as leaders to say, guys, what are we playing for? We're not playing for anything, right? We're just playing for fun. So there's no reason for it. So let's go play against Coventry, NCB, Bombers, and the other teams, and just play straight mental.
All right.
So it's in the individual. So it's human development. It's very challenging, but we're not giving up. We're gonna hit that one player at a time.
All right.
So-
On the flyer, you have you're going to be playing July the 24th, the 25th, the 27th, 28th, until the 3rd of August. Right? Is that all mental?
No, which flyer is that? That's my That's
The
my
USA
flyer or the
tour,
New York?
The USA
No,
tour Jamaica, July 24th,
Oh.
August 3rd.
No, that's the New York one. That's not mine. My flyer is the One Blood. New York, yeah.
Okay. I thought that
Yeah.
was yours.
No, mine is the what's happening now. Where tomorrow we're gonna play the rally. Friday we're gonna play against NCB, Spectrum. I'm arranging a game with Spectrum in Portmore, Hellshire. Saturday, and also we're gonna play Coventry. And as General Insurance reached out to me, they have a team. They said they want to be a part of the rally. So that's the tour. And then today we were at the convention center. Introducing ourselves to different companies. Just getting the word out there. And then we are now in the grill, meeting up with different locations to see where we're going to host the big tournament next year, March, which will be the Mental Mania for next year, March. So that's not our tour. Our tour is what's happening now.
All right.
Okay.
Just a moment, Kevin. You did mention a while ago is that you're at the convention center. Is it the Montego Bay Convention Center?
Yes, the Montego Bay. Yes, that's what
All
we're flying, and we spend some time there.
Tell us why. What's the reason why you present there today?
So the networking. So with everything, there's a cost. With flying players around, there's a cost. We're taking the domino to a platform where we can play true mental. If you see our tournament in the Netherlands, you mentioned cross table. So a tournament in the Netherlands, which is June 28th, 29th, and 30th. So the Friday night will be our mental tournament. And that Friday night is where we have a sponsorship dinner. So all the sponsors, we have up to 16 sponsors already, right? So the sponsors will come in, the meet and greet. We're also trying to impact the business community to kind of come together, right? So collaboration is the key. And we are trying to use Domino as a catalyst for businesses. So that one of the reasons we're at the convention center, to use Domino as a catalyst. And funny enough, we met a few players there. We met few professionals there that was excited about the whole Domino. Who we met? We met we met a doctor from California, and he has a Domino Club, Critic Club, and we met the ambassador for
Jamaica to US.
we met the ambassador for Jamaica to US. And we were just networking and just getting the word out there that, you know, One Blood Domino Club is coming to Jamaica next year.
All right, 2 questions. What was this conference all about? I know it was a 3-day conference, if my memory serves right. And what's the name of the conference? And secondly, I think in your itinerary you will be meeting up with the Minister of Sports. Give us the reason why you'll be doing that tomorrow. That is.
Okay, so I'll let the Vice President Patrick answer that question to give him some.
Yeah. Just to let you know that the conference, as you may know, was the biannual diaspora conference, Jamaica Diaspora Conference, and of course it revolves around all things Jamaican as it pertains to engaging the Jamaican diaspora. It was a 4-day conference. You know, and so that was a great opportunity for us to meet diasporans from England, Canada, and all over the United States, as well as Jamaican representatives that's from here. And so it's an environment where there are different sponsors, there are different stakeholders that we can liaise with and talk about the opportunity to build this sport the way we're taking it. So the diaspora conference revolves around a lot more than Domino, but of course we have.
All right. I don't know what is happening there.
Traveling.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
yeah.
traveling. Yeah, we're traveling a little bit.
Sorry.
A little
Okay.
bit. So that is. I don't know if you heard most of what I said, but
Yes, man, I heard most of it.
Yes, we heard.
okay. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the squad that you travel with are the contingent. They're all mental players.
No, it's a mix of open code and mental.
Okay.
You have some players that just play mental, but you have some players that play both open code and mental.
Okay. So the matches that you're going to have on tomorrow. It's tomorrow? Yes.
Yes, starting tomorrow.
Could you tell us a bit more about it? What, they're going to play all 4 teams one time or what? Could you tell us a bit more about it?
We're gonna do a rally. Maybe we do, one we play each other like 2 games run concurrently, and then we kind of rotate, and then the top 2 teams we go to our finals. We could do it like that. So each team plays twice, and then the top 2 goes to the final. Because depending on time, it's how long we can stay. I mean, we will play, and because we are on vacation also, right? So we can play until in the morning, but folks may have to go to work. So with respect to time, we may just maybe want each team play twice, and then the 2 top team goes to the finals, and we have a finals.
All right. So when we beat the One Blood team, what incentive would we get?
yeah. Incentive. You get a free entry. You get a free entry to any of our Mental Mania tournament, whether Jamaica, New Jersey, Cayman Islands, anywhere. You get a free entry. Your team, 8-man team, free entry. That's what you're playing.
Okay.
Oh, that's all. That's a $600 price.
Fully covered?
No, the entry fee. You have to worry about the travel. Just the entry fee. Yeah. So that's $600 value.
Okay. All right. So
that's all.
You know that you believe in that to Jamaica, right? With Jamaicans.
But straight mental. If I sense anything, you're disqualified.
Okay.
Meaning you can win the game, but then you didn't win it in fairness. You get what I'm saying? So again, now it's challenging your team to have integrity, to say, let's play a clean game against One Blood for the
Yes.
prize. If we sense anything, then yeah, it's disqualified.
Okay.
So you
How
see
much?
how you see it's what I was telling you about human development is us, based on us having this conversation.
Yeah.
It will make a difference.
Okay. Center forward, you have anything to say? Professor?
Yes. The mental aspect of the game is something that is very good, because I believe if you are not a good mental player, you can't play the code part of the game as good as you ought to. But generally speaking, isn't I would say that is my opinion, and I think that is something code is generally in mental. Would you say that? Because code would mean understanding, and not at the times you would have to have an understanding between both players in order to be in good mental players. Isn't that would be regarded as coding?
Not necessarily. No. You see, understanding in the principle of how you play is different
Mhm.
from telling your partner what you have in your hand.
Okay.
You understand? So there are certain fundamentals of dominoes. That is what is affecting the dominoes, because I'm playing with players that don't understand the fundamentals that I grew up on. Like if I draw 7 dominoes, right? And
Mhm.
if I'm gonna pose with confidence, not doing anything, that means I'm telling you everything. But I see player just posing on the short a domino. You cannot jump to pose on your short a domino. That's against the principle of dominoes. So it's understanding the fundamentals and the principle of dominoes that's gonna help you to excel and be a top player. It's not the cheating. The cheating
Okay.
is the shortcut. So it's just you and your partner have to understand the fundamentals of the game itself to excel. It's not understanding your partner touch him eye or him do it. That's not
Yeah,
it.
yeah, the principles, yeah.
It's you get what I'm saying? It's the principle of the game. If I read, that means I have options. If I don't read, I don't have any options. Principle. And
But
you probably play the game and you read and you say, partner, I may not just read. Then you must have the other. You understand there are certain principles that's so annoying where you see people struggle still and they've been playing for like 20 plus years. But
but
if you focus on the fundamentals and the principles, you'll be an excellent domino player
all
mentally.
right. You mentioned the fundamentals and the principles. And you mentioned if you read on a particular play, obviously you have two. How about reading on one play? Would that be regarded? What you would regard that as?
All right. It's so in any sports,
Mhm.
right? You can deceive your opponent. Like
Yes.
you ever see you play soccer and you
Mhm.
fake, yeah, and you fake and then you give him a salad, right?
Yes, yes.
So that's kind of when you fake read to throw not throw your partner off, is to throw your opponent off.
Pull it off, yes.
You get what I'm saying? Which
Yes.
is totally okay. Because if I fake a shot just to throw the goalkeeper off, that's a fair play.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes. Yes. Understood.
All right. How many countries One Blood Domino Club is in now?
Just what members from, well, the club is only in the US, right? But we have members from different countries, from
So
Barbados, Antigua, Jamaica. Yeah,
are you trying to establish a One Blood Domino Club in Jamaica?
in Jamaica, yes.
Okay.
So we have within New Jersey, we have 5 locations within New Jersey. That players actively play dominoes.
All right. You have a great interest in getting a number of stakeholders involved in this game. What is it that what is your thought on the place where domino is now as we speak?
So that's what we're trying to do, even at the club, within the club, and building the club. I think the key why the club has been so successful for the past 2 years is infrastructure, right? And you have to make sure you have the right people, the right folks sitting at that table to make
Yeah.
critical decisions. So that's the next step in terms of what One Blood is. We're moving towards is to build out that team that's gonna look at dominoes globally. Because I personally don't think it exists. So you need an infrastructure, right? It's just as you have FIFA, you have NBA, you have the NFL. That's an infrastructure. That's an infrastructure that's sustainable, right? And then you have the different clubs that just play into the structure exists, and that's the reason why the clubs are so successful themselves. So that's what we're looking to try to build. Myself, Patrick here, we're very enthusiastic and very optimistic about finding the right folks to build out that infrastructure to ensure that we have a solid foundation, right? And a platform that will last for years.
All right, my last two questions. What are your thoughts on having Domino into schools? And what is the best piece of advice you will give a sponsor to come on board with you now?
Okay, so schools. So being a very as I went to St. Diego High School, and I left St. Diego High School, the president of the chess club, St. Diego High, and then I left Case, and I left St. Diego, I went to Case, College of Agriculture, Science and Education, and I was the president of the chess club at college, right? So chess was a big part of me growing up. I didn't know video games. I didn't know Atari, Nintendo. I didn't know anything. Only thing we know, myself, my older brother, 2 years older, was a chessboard. So because chess was so ingrained in us, growing up from 6, 7 years old up to when we were 15, and you can look up the name, Grantel Gibbs, became the first
First FIDE master.
grandmaster,
No, FIDE master.
Caribbean chess player.
No, FIDE
Right?
master. First FIDE master in Jamaica.
There you go. You know his name. You know his name. That was my older brother. And we started from a younger age. We played chess every single day. So if you take the sport, domino, the same concept, you introduce it to kids at a younger age and teach them the right way to play domino. Again, you get to the fundamentals and the principles. Just as with chess, certain strategy, certain moves, you have to think 7 plays ahead, right? If you get their mind thinking, right? And that's what we want to use dominoes to introduce it to the youths so they can get off the video screen. I think kids are spending 90% time on the video screen. And we need to take them off that video screen and put them on a domino table where they can sit and play dominoes as an extracurricular activity, which I did when I was in high school with chess. So that's the concept, and I think that's where sponsors will buy into, because I know a lot of parents are very sensitive about the fact that their children are spending a lot of time on the screen. Put down your phone and let's play some dominoes. When I'm playing dominoes, my wife knows that she's not going to call me, because she knows I'm not going to pick up my phone. Right? So it's, again, that's the purpose of teaching at a young age, so they can learn early and become a grandmaster of dominoes by the time they're 15, 16. But I'm glad you know about my brother.
Yeah, man.
Was
Are you
president
feel?
for Jamaica Chess Federation also, former president.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was
I-
former president. Yep.
Are you familiar with Maurice Ashley?
Maurice Ashley? No, not sure. No.
Okay.
You need to try and get Domino to the level where the government put money into it, because the government put $40 million into chess for 10 years now. That was ready
Okay.
in the budget. That was ready in the budget for this year. So you need to
Yeah,
get Domino
just come
there.
out far away. It come out
Yes,
far away, I can tell you. Yeah.
you need to get Domino there where the government can pump some money into Domino.
Okay, we're gonna have that conversation. We have the connections, and again we have to we have to prove it. I know that being in business, sometimes you have to do the work. It may take years. To you have the vision, but then you have to prove that your vision can become a reality. But we are ready to do the hard work. But yes, it's definitely a part of the plan to get the government, not just Jamaica, but even the US.
Okay. Professor, any last word?
Um, the only last word is um, Kevin, is to continue doing what you're doing, boss, and I support you wholeheartedly regarding getting the youngsters more involved in the game from that level. And you did mention earlier that the code is not a good way. It would be not a very good indicator for children moving forward in the sport. And it's similar to what persons were saying about the T20 game and the tests, you know. So I'm looking
Hmm.
forward for that aspect of it where you're helping the youth and so forth, and
Yes, sir, definitely.
and getting
Yeah.
it to various stakeholders, and if meeting with the minister tomorrow will be somewhat of a win-win for everybody.
Yes, I mean we're excited about the opportunity and the fact that again, we get the chance to speak with the minister and share our views and our vision. We know there's work to do, but we're willing. We're hard workers, so we're willing. We're gonna put in the work.
All right.
And you're also meeting with the mayor of Kingston and St.
Yeah, we're
John.
gonna meet with the mayor of Kingston also. Um, Again, it's just to introduce Domino's in terms of the human development, and impacting lives, because a lot of folks don't understand that Domino's actually keep our Jamaicans out of trouble,
Work-life balance.
and it's
Okay.
an excellent work-life balance. I can tell you many stories because I said our membership is almost close to 100. I can tell you so many stories about individuals that we have impacted just because we created a platform or somewhere where they can play dominoes. So it's mind blowing at what we have done in the past 2 years, and we're gonna keep pushing.
Yes. As you know, MELLACHE TV is also international TV. So you have Frederick Mesado. He said try and put one at West Palm Beach also.
Oh yes, we're planning one for next year, West Palm Beach. So I'm gonna connect. If you can text me his contacts, because we need to have a tournament in Florida for next year on our calendar. So
All
definitely.
right. You hear that, Frederick
All right.
Mesado? Yes, so you can be the ground person for One Blood Domino Club. All right. Thanks, Kevin, and your contingent, um, your vice president, others in the background. Yes, thanks
Yes.
for being on the program, and I hope what you're doing here in your endeavor will be a success. And also, once you're dealing with, this is one thing I know, once you're dealing with kids and children, also, it will be a success. You understand? So, thanks again for being on our program, and good luck.
Yeah, all right, all right.
Thank
See
you,
you.
man. Thank you.
See you at the tables. All
All
right,
right,
and thanks for having us. Enjoy the rest of the night.
all
Yeah,
right.
man.
All
Same
right,
to you.
all right. Bye,
All right.
guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. That was Kevin, the president of One Blood Domino Club. Yes. And his vice president. Frederick Machado, what is that? Okay. Oh, you live in Jamaica. Okay. All right. So you make preparations from now, Frederick. Makes sense. All right. So we're moving back now to the double six JDCA double six league, Domino League. So Professor, where were we now? We were at what? Woodford. Right? So Woodford versus Blade Strikers. So Blade Strikers took this one. Woodford is 2 down now, two down from 2.
Blade
so
is
right
2 up
stuff.
from 2.
Yeah, Blade is 2 up too. 2 up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So right stuff, 250. Highlight Strikers, 242. What highlights give right stuff a real fight here, Professor?
Yes. I think they have done it once before. You know, I don't have ever beaten White Stuff. But that is a good, fight by them. And I believe, according to a few reports, I think Rice of had a fairly good strength squad there. So kudos to Right Stuff for highlight for making this game competitive. Sorry that there isn't a point for your efforts, no?
Oh, so they don't have any outer point in this?
No, the one in the Portmore League, as far as we are aware, that you get points.
They get points for under 10. 10 and under.
Mm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Links United versus Masterpiece. Links 250, Masterpiece 228.
Well, Links expected to take this one, and they did it. Seems like Masterpiece make it a bit competitive rather. 22 points in such a bad margin to the type of team that Links has.
Yeah. All right. King Shiloh versus
King Shiloh
Nagahead.
now. 250, now go ahead 2 straight now.
I think that was the match of the week.
Yes. So they are opening their season with 2 consecutive wins, first for 3 since they have won the competition unbeaten. They have won 2. They are opening 2 games, so it is good for Nagwed. King Shiloh now, a new team, but still have the experience of quality players. Couldn't made a fight of it. I think they were behind from the 8 ball, not having enough persons at the start of the game. However, they did put up a fight, and just unfortunately, they weren't able to come out winners based on the fact that they did put up a really good fight, but double-digit score and led, and still ended up losing by that margin.
Naga is just playing well, for the last couple of games from even the Portmore League coming to the JDCA League. They're playing well.
Yes, definitely.
And the King Shiloh team are made up of mostly the Waterhouse players. King Shiloh.
The players that were formerly the Waterhouse players.
Yeah, it's made up of the Waterhouse players. All right, Full Target versus Rooftop. Full Target 250, Rooftop 223.
Yeah.
This win was expected also.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, but for Rooftop to get 223 only lose by 27 points. That means Rooftop is playing well against Full Target.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right, moving on. Correctional Service, 200 versus a Soasap tree. What happened there?
Huge win, the largest win of this round, after coming off a somewhat surprising loss to Central United. Soasap rebounded with a huge victory, the stamping the authority, and now stands at 1-1. Correction using their second consecutive games. Second.
Okay. All right, Cherry Garden, 250 versus Unity Strikers, 241. Where does that team base, Unity Strikers?
So I think it's somewhere in the vicinity of the Portmore area. I think their home base is somewhere in Portmore. So
I've realized that a lot of these teams, some of these teams are new, but the players are not new.
No, man, definitely.
Because
That's
for Unity Strikers to get too far to one, only lose by 9 points against Cherry Garden. That means they're playing well too, also.
Mm. Yes, man, definitely.
All right, moving on. Central United versus Village Link. What happened there? A 35 lead.
This is quite a surprising.
Yes, because I think Central would have taken this one.
Yes, we thought Central, based on their last result, would have definitely got by Village Link. That wasn't the case. Village coming off a loss against Blades. Central now coming off a victory, and losing by that margin is quite astounding, and I think never expected. Probably most persons wouldn't expect.
Because Central they beat them in the Portmore League. Central beat Village Link in the Portmore League, yes.
Yes, definitely. So
right.
it's
So Bull Bay United versus Bombers United. I think this is kind of a shocker to Bull Bay, They never expect Bombers to get 226 points off them. Because
really?
the last time they beat Bombers last time. They beat Bombers by 68 points.
No, but the makeup of the teams are a bit different, MELLACHE. So you can't say that.
Going around that they're going to win by over 70 this time.
Well,
so I think this is quite of a shocker to them. Although both teams didn't have all their best players. But for winning by 24 points though, I think this is not so good for Bull Bay. What do you think?
Yes. It I don't know. I haven't seen the other makeup of the team, but definitely.
You know all Bull Bay players. Bull Bay, they still have all their players.
Well, I think it's early days. Persons getting together now and so forth.
Yes, early days.
So. And one of the significant things is that there's a mid-season final, and links usually always, I think links have contested probably all mid-season final for the past decade, if my memory serves me right. And if you go back to the point standing here, MELLACHE, let's look at it and see links out front there. based on their record. So out front, going for the mid-season final, it will be Links out now 2 from 2, Rise of 2 from 2, Blades 2 from 2, Nagwe 2 from 2, Chergals 2 from 2. Bull Bay was only played once. Is 1 from 1. Is 1 from 1. So all
Oh,
the
so they have
teams,
a game in hand.
yeah, as a result of their postponement last week. So
Okay.
it's Village Lincoln 2 from 1. Winning
1 from 2.
1 from 2. Full
Yes.
Target 1 from 2. Bombers 1 from 2. Central 1 from 2. Mystic 1 from 2. King Shiloh Elites 1 from 2. Land Raiders 1 from 2. Unity Strikers 1. Played 1. Lost that 1. Allied Strikers played 2. Lose 2. Master Police played 2. Lose 2. Rooftop played 2. Lose 2. Woodford played 2. Lose 2. Correctional Service played 2. Lose 2. Sits at the bottom based on aggregate score as we speak.
Yes. So Links is at the top as usual.
And I was saying Lynx has been playing all the I doubt if there is a mid-season final that for the past decade in either competition that Lynx hasn't contested. And as I mentioned in our previous show, that one of the things that Lynx has the advantage that Lynx has over a lot of the other teams is that a number of their players don't really go to the western side. So most times when those other teams are having players going to the west, their players mostly stay home. So they have that core of players. So they usually do very well in initial stages. So they find that they will be contesting most at the mid-season final.
Okay. So now we're going to dissect and try and predict the winners. But did Donovan Davis win himself $1,000 credit for last week, Professor?
No, man. In Central was Central and Mystic because he did carry Mystic to win. Yeah.
Yes.
So, but me tell him, me look like about 9 get right, but
But not even 9 him get correct.
him get about 8.
So him do not even $200 credit him win.
Not even 100.
You Donovan Davis. Yes. Him say Central and Mystic but him bet. All right, guys. Remember to click like on the video. And now we're going to try and predict the winners for this Sunday coming. So if you can predict the 10 winners for this Sunday, you'll win yourself $1,000 credit. What happened to Everett, Professor? Everett normally be on. Everett win the first $1,000 credit, Was the first person to guess the winners, all winners for that Sunday. What happened to Everett?
And tell you, I can win too much. I'll have credit to serve him.
Yes. So yes, my viewers. Remember, if you predict all 10 correct, 10 winners for this Sunday coming, you win yourself $1,000 credit. And if you get 9 right out of the 10, we'll compensate you anyway and give you a $200 credit. Yeah, if you get 9 correct.
Yeah.
All right. So, Professor, we have Sawasap 3 versus Highlights.
So what's up for me?
So what's up?
Yes.
Yeah, I realized who highlight did play against last week. They just lose by what, 8 points? They played that side well, you know. So highlight is playing well. So what's up three? I have to look out for highlights. All right, but I've get to understand that the source up tree is made up of classic players. Right? So I think source up tree trying to go
No, no,
for
I wouldn't say they are made up of classic players.
mostly classic players then.
No,
Mostly
no.
classic players. Yes. Why
I
you say
think
that?
I think probably the latter would probably be the more correct. There are a lot of classic players at Source.
A lot of classic players. So yes, that's why I said mostly classic players.
Not
source up tree.
all right, go take away.
All right, a
how
good amount of
use
source up classic players are at source up tree then.
no, I'll take out the word classic because that can be mistaken. How use the word classic? Let's use the word. There are a lot of elite players at Source.
Okay, so we can use classic and we can use the word elite. Same thing.
Elite.
So
Yes.
we can use classic and we can use elite. So you can say elite and I can say classic, but we're still saying the same thing, right?
Yes. We mean the same thing.
Okay.
We just, yes, you know.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if Sir Rupert Price is also there for this season, because the last thing I heard he was going to Mystic, but I find when I saw MJ and Illusion playing for Sawasap, so you know what's the deal there?
Oh, when you have quality clubs, you want to be where,
You want to stay at quality club.
yes, you know, and that is important. You know,
All right, Professor.
if something don't broke, is not broke, don't fix it. You know.
Okay, sir. All
Yes,
right, moving on. Mystic versus Masterpiece. What you have to say about that match?
based on the past two result, Masterpiece hasn't won any, but they will be winning their first game against Mystic.
Oh, so Mystic taking this one.
No,
All right.
Masterpiece will be winning their first game.
Sorry, Masterpiece taking this one.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Knucklehead versus Lynx. I think this is the match of the week, the premiere.
Well, very tough. Lynx opened against them last year in this competition and blow them out. Park, they will Lynx. I will still give Lynx the edge, especially this early. Nago will probably suffer their first loss. Lynx will maintain their
Winning streak.
winning streak.
Okay. All right. Right Stop versus Land Raiders.
Last time Rice Top had a very tough encounter against not one of the noted teams. There again, they have two consecutive teams in that capacity. Land Raiders coming off a win, and they should probably put up a fight. Based on what I highlight, if they play the same in that same vein that they did against Highlight, I believe Land Raiders will do themselves some justice by even if they lose this encounter, it will be not a very bad beat. I don't see them losing by a huge margin. So rise up for this one, but Land Raiders will definitely probably lose by about 20 the most.
Okay. All right. Rooftop United versus King Shiloh Elites.
King Shiloh is a bit flattering to deceive. But they will stand out in this one. Rooftop will definitely go to a third straight loss. King Shiloh not setting the roll alight with the sort of caliber players they have, but they should get this one woman Woman Drive.
Okay. So C4, what you have to say about Rooftop versus King Shiloh Elites? Who will take this one?
Well, good night, everyone. Um, King Shiloh Elite's obvious favorites for this one.
Aye.
However, Domino plays on the day, and if
Yes.
Rooftop can produce, something like what they did on the first occasion, they could pose some problems. But with the Western League out, King Shiloh every favorites to get the job done and should do so comfortable.
Okay. Why the players on Rooftop United?
Well, Rooftop from Johns Road, they're like a breakaway team from Cherry Gardens. So basically, they have an idea, and they have probably some of the Cherry Gardens players that weren't getting a lot of game times. The disgruntled members, so they decided to, you
Form a
know,
different team.
yeah. So they're like a breakaway from Cherry Gardens.
Okay. All right.
The ways.
Unity Strikers
Yep.
versus Full Target, Professor.
Full Target should they should hit this one easily too. So after suffering a loss, they will be going for 2 straight.
All right. C4.
Well, until the new teams show that they can actually get by these season teams, you'd have to always go for the tried, tested, and proven
So they have
and
to
full target.
show their competence.
Yeah. So full target, should show their superiority and come away with a victory. As the season progresses, though, would expect that these new teams, even though they might have players that have been playing in the league before, the fact that they are new together, sometimes it takes a little while to get the chemistry and everything together. So, they might pose a bit more problems as the season goes on. But full target for the money Sunday.
Okay. You heard that, Professor? So although the team is new, the players are not new, but the chemistry, for them to get the chemistry together. You understand? So although they're not new, they need to get the chemistry right.
Yes,
All right.
definitely.
Yes. Well said, C4. Village Link versus Correctional, C4.
Well, this is a Spanish Town derby, and it is usually competitive among these two teams. Vital points on offer here because Correctional is in deep trouble as they have lost the first two. They'd want to bounce back. They certainly must have marked their calendars for this match. Village Link coming off a massive win, throwing Central on their backs after Central created the upset over Soursop. So they're on a high and are looking to make it 2 in a row. So this is an interesting affair. I would give Village Link the slight edge, but Correctional will certainly make their presence well felt. This one could go either way.
Yes. Carlington need to make his presence felt this week. His name is Colin on the opposite side. So he need to spin around that. Right, Professor?
Yes, and I don't think it will get any better against Village Link.
Village Link.
No, I don't think it will get any better because Village Link will definitely take this one. And the last time these two teams met, Correctional came out winners, and it was by some margin. I think it was about 18 they won. And this is the period that they were doing very well in the latter part of the competition for the Portmore League. So But Village Link will definitely take this one. Oh. Correctional will just go to the third consecutive loss.
Okay. All right, Professor. Bombers United versus Cherry Garden.
Very good matchup between teams. This seems like Cherry Gardens will be at full strength, and probably both teams will be at full strength because the Western League will be taking a break. Will be on a break. So Cherry Gardens is expected to have their full slate of Western players against Bombers United, who has a few their members playing in that side of the island. However, it seems like based on what is happening, I would give Cherry Gardens the edge in this one. Going to this end on Sunday.
Okay, Scatter. You heard that, Scatter? Otis Drummond, C4. Bombers United versus Cherry Garden.
Well, much is expected this season from Cherry Gardens as they want to fix what went wrong last season and such. And so Sir Stretch and company have stayed on, and they have vowed that Cherry Gardens will be on the big stage come the end of the preliminary. They would start favourites. However, traveling to Bahamas is a tricky affair because Bahamas at home is a very dangerous customer. They certainly give any team a run for their money in Eastern Kingston. And so Cherry Gardens must be wary of the Bahamas threat. However, with the additional players to the Cherry Gardens fold, the likes of the players that are harnessing their talents for Caribbean best in the Sansan League, they have come over to give us strength with Cherry Gardens, and they are looking good so far. And I'm expecting that they will complete the victory over Bahamas. But this is not a typical walk in the park heading to Eastern Kingston to play Bahamas, but Cherry Gardens for the win.
Okay, well, surely it's not, because with Bombers at home, with that cheering, and with those lovely cheerleaders, Professor, with those lovely
Yes.
cheerleaders, any team would have trouble playing against Bombers at home.
Definitely so.
All right, Blade Strikers versus Central United, C4.
Well, Central United created the biggest upset so far this season, flooring Soursop with the One Voice crew on opening day. But they also returned to be one of the flops of the week when Village Link went into their town and they surrendered meekly, giving Village Link a massive win there by 35 points. So it's interesting to see what the Central team will turn up now with Western League not going on this Sunday, and they're going to get a turn test from the unbeaten Blades United. This team is a very strong team. They will carry the flag of Clarendon, and they will they will raise it high. Believe me, Blades United is an outside bet for the quarterfinal of the JDCA Town League.
Okay.
Blades United for the money.
Blade Strikers.
Blades Strikers, yes, sir.
Well, this is a new team from me. I know it's not new to the league, but it's new to me. And I don't know what Blade consists of, the players. I don't know all the players that Blade consists of. So for you to speak so highly of this Blade Strikers, I need to know those players center forward. I need to know those players.
Well, Blade carries the strong Clarendon contingent with the likes of Chinaman, with the likes of
Iceman.
Iceman, and the silent killers.
Baba
You know,
Baba Tunga is there too. Tunde.
yeah. So they have a strong unit, and I heard that they also have the mechanical stronghold. So basically, that's where probably that Maki
Okay.
has sent his troop. So you'll find the rat bats and possibly the old police also. So yeah, they have a very
Okay.
strong unit and are outside bits for the quarterfinal.
Yeah, sorry about that. All right, Patrick Newman. Big up yourself, Patrick Newman. Tamara, Miss Henry, with them for. What's that for, Tamara? Big up yourself, Tammy in the house. Big up yourself. All right, Professor. Blade Striker versus Central.
Central is what they have shown us the last time out isn't setting the world alight, and I don't see them winning this encounter against Blades. Blades will be out front now, going for 3 consecutive, and based on the players that they have in the aggregation, Central United would have to pull all stops to ensure that they stop that rut they are currently in. And however, I would just give Blades the edge here based on their 2 previous encounters.
Okay. So what are you trying to say? C4 Blade Strikers is already in your top 8. Top 10. Or is 8? Is 8? Top 8.
Well, as the season progresses, we'll see what they are truly made of. But what I'm certain about is that they are real challengers to anybody seeking that the bottom half of the top 8. It's going to be very interesting because I'm expecting a few teams to come into their own this season.
Okay. All right, Professor. Woodford versus Bull Bay United.
Unless Woodford has a change of personnel, manpower, etc., they will be remain winless against a Bull Bay United team. And what might go with them is the fact that they might be playing in the hills.
Yes.
Where it might take a toll on other teams who will be traveling. But definitely Bull Bay will continue on their merry way in this one.
Okay, so Woodford will be 3 down after this round. That's what you're saying, Professor.
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
And,
all right.
and unless the only advantage they would probably have is if it's the same venue that they've been playing for the past year. And that will go. We'll have some advantage for them. Otherwise, I don't see them winning the game.
Okay. All right. Center forward.
Well, these matches on Sunday can be very tricky, because you might be judging some teams because they are not strengthened because the Western League is happening. No, Woodford, I am certain that Genius has been doing some work in the Western the part of Jamaica, and for him to put out the Woodford United ship out there, it certainly means that he must have acquired some strength. I am expecting that Woodford would have a strong contingent for this match. It's the potential banana skin affair for Bull Bay. This match, could show where Woodford are right now, if they're actually in it with a chance, if they are able to put together their strongest team. So this match will surely be used as a measuring stick for their campaign this season. So Woodford might have some problems getting away with the win. But in the end, we just have to give Bull Bay based on what we have seen so far. But I wouldn't be surprised if this Woodford team upset the upper cards.
Okay. All right. That's it for this week. Any final words, Professor?
No, the only thing that we probably can see for what is the situation regarding the Western League, C4.
Well, I spoke with the president during this week after hearing the press release, and he's awaiting a meeting, and after that meeting, then we'll know directly. Well, I don't know the meeting is with who as well, because he is very tight-lipped about what is happening. But the words on the street is that the sponsors, are not happy about something, and so they want to get it rectified, because they have been putting a lot into the Western League, and as such, they want good returns in terms of behavior, in terms of the product going out there in a good way. So let's see what will happen, but we would expect to hear this before the end of the week, so that we'll know if Western League actually is at a complete halt or it will recontinue.
You see, same thing we're talking about, Professor, about discipline. Without discipline, the sport cannot grow, and sponsors are looking in.
Yes,
You
definitely.
understand? So, the behavior of the players and how they conduct themselves, and also maybe the sponsor's not getting as much leverage what they're supposed to be getting.
And the thing about it, they are the last of the Mohicans. They're basically the last real sponsors that Domino has right now, because currently the Town League is operating without a sponsor. The Portmore League is struggling to get a sponsor, has to be helped out at times by Mr. Rupert Price. And, the Western League has had, the Rare Nephew product for a long while now. But, the Western League had some hiccups before it started, because the sponsors were a bit reluctant, unlike previous years. I don't know what was happening. And hence the Western League made a late start. So some issues are starting to happen with the sponsors of the Western League. So we just hope for the best. We just hope that the hierarchies get it right, because we would want to lose a sponsor, and we also hope that it's not anything to do with the players and their conduct, So we just want everything to work out smoothly, and so that the Western League and Domino in general will have a great look going forward.
Okay, great. All right, my viewers, you heard it. Donovan Davis sending his prediction again. Professor, I wonder what went to bust him bet this time.
Yes, man.
See him so what's up again, I go bust him bet.
No, man. So the bust him bet, man. Mystic go bust him bet again.
You have faith in Mystic though, Professor.
Yeah. Because I'm natural Mystic of blue.
Yeah.
Probably.
Woodford for the upset. You know what I'm saying? Woodford for the upset. So Woodford to beat Bull Bay.
I'm gone back a 8 again, man. Gone 2.
Yeah, but him pass 9.
No, I 2 gone back and
You get wrong now. Wood for that mistake. You're not none of that,
Still
David.
yet to get right.
Still you never get correct. You're not even get the $200 credit. Still yet. All right, my viewers. Please remember that if you guess all 10 correct, you get a $1,000 credit of your choice. And if you get even 9 correct, you get a $200 credit, courtesy of Professor himself. Okay. All right, my viewers, thanks for viewing. Thanks for being here, Professor and C4 as usual. Big up on yourself.
Blessings, blessings.
To all my guests, thanks for being on the program. And my viewers, yes, thanks for participating as usual. And thanks for viewing. See you guys next week.